back to another video. In today's video, I'll be sharing with you some schools that offer graduate assistantships that come with tuition waiver. We all know that this is one of the ways to reduce your fees as an international student. So come with me as I share with you the details of these 4 schools. Ensure that you watched every part of this video to the end because all the information that you need are already included in this video. And also ensure that you subscribe and like this video so that when I post more videos like this next week, you'll be first to know. The first university we'll be starting with today is James Madison University. This university is a public university. It's a public research university in Virginia with an 86% acceptance rate. So this gives you an opportunity to get admitted if you meet all the requirements. And so for your program, you need to check the application deadline. That application deadline varies by program. You need to apply online on the university's page. The link is already on the admission page. Then transcripts, unofficial transcript is accepted, meaning that you can submit your own copy of the transcript and not necessarily from your university to the universities. But there's an application fee of $60. And some test scores are required, like GMAT, which is program specific. You need to check if your program requires it. You also need to show your financial proof of support, which you can find a way around if you can get somebody to provide you a bank statement and act as your sponsor. So if you would like to know more about like the cost of graduate tuition, I'm assuming that a lot of you are international graduate students, but if you are not, you can check out the undergraduate page. But for graduate school, there is opportunity for graduate assistantship. The graduate assistantship position provides you an opportunity to get tuition support and stipend monthly, provided you have a work that you do for like minimum of 20 hours per week. So the minimum requirement of work is 20 hours per week, and your tuition will cover 9 credit hours per semester. So if you're not doing more than 9 credit hours per semester, that means that your total tuition is covered for the semester. And for most graduate students, that's like if each of your courses is 3 credit hours, that means that's like 3 courses per semester, which is what most graduate students do. So outside of the graduate assistantship, we also have a lot of scholarship opportunities for international students. So you can get the graduate assistantship and still apply for the internal scholarships that are available, which every student is encouraged to apply to. This was one of the opportunities that I used during my study days to get scholarships. So guys, don't sleep on it. This is an opportunity for you. Ensure you check out this school and apply if the course is offered. If you're interested in fall semester, ensure that you complete all of your application before July 1st. This next school is Western Oregon University. It is in Monmouth, Oregon, and it has a 92% acceptance rate. So if you meet all the minimum requirements, meaning that you're likely to be considered for admission, and they also accept international students. You guys know that if the school is not accepting international students, I wouldn't even share them with you because I believe a lot of you are international students. So they accept undergraduates, graduate students, transfer students, international students, and the admission is on a rolling basis, meaning you can apply anytime. However, you should consider the term that you want to come in and apply at least 6 weeks before time. The good thing about this school now is that applying is free, so you don't need to even look for an admission waiver because the application fee is totally free. Now, what are the admission requirements for international students? You can see for fall 2023, you can see when the term begins, and you can see how to submit your application on this page. So when you scroll down on this page now, you can do the online application, or you do the PDF application, whereby you download a PDF file, fill in all your details, and upload your application and the supporting documents thereafter. So go through this page to understand better. But I feel like that is pretty much very simple for anyone to do. And if you want to mail from anywhere, that means you need to have an $80 international express fee. But I would really advise that you do the upload online. So if you have your transcripts, you don't need to evaluate it. You can just get your university from wherever you graduated from, and if you're an undergrad, ensure that your school sends your transcript directly to this university. That's what they mean by official transcript. So you don't need to necessarily get WES or any other evaluation body to evaluate it for you. So GRE is also waived if you have a minimum of 3.0 GPA. So for your financial documentation, you need to show a bank statement of at least $45,000. I've explained this before, how you can go about, if you don't have this amount of money. You also have to submit your, passport, your international passport, and other documents. So check out that page to see other requirements. So this school also offers GA positions. So there are a number of GA positions that gives you tuition remission for either research or teaching that you are doing. So you can see the page to check out open positions for graduate assistantship. They have graduate assistantship in different colleges, so across the university, College of Education, College of Arts. So it means that there are more opportunities for you to at least find a graduate assistant position. The University of Northern Colorado is in Greenlee, Colorado. It's a public university with a 91% acceptance rate of admission. So you guys know I'm always talking about acceptance rate, because it's very important that you consider your chances of being admitted by this school. And as the other schools that I've mentioned, just like the other schools I've mentioned, they also have graduate, undergraduate admission, as well as international students admission. So if you're an international student, you can apply for any of their programs, and you can see they have some programs online and on campus. So I would advise you don't go for any program that is online, because as an international student, you would not be able to get your F1 or I-20 approved, and so you won't be able to come into the United States. So you need to look for an on-campus program to apply to. So ensure that the program you're interested in has a campus variation, and so that way you can get your I-20 service number and be able to come into the United States. So requirement varies by program. So this is just an example of one of the requirements for a program. This is biomedical science. They vary for different programs, so you want to check out your program to see if they apply the same. So for this one, for example, you can see minimum GPA requirement is 3.0. However, if you don't have up to 3.0, they have a provision for you. So you can check out this page to find out more about that. But generally for international students, the deadline is June 15th for fall. So if you're interested in this year, you need to come submit letters by June 15th. And there's a $50 application fee that is non-refundable. They also require official transcript from your university, and they've said that you necessarily do not need to evaluate, but if you want to evaluate, you can use a WES evaluation if your certificate is also included. So if WES has to send them the evaluation, that means that you need to also instruct WES to include your certificate that you'd have submitted to WES. Otherwise, you can just have your own university send them your transcript directly. So that way it is official. For undergraduate applicants as well, you also need official transcript. And for GPA, for undergrad it is 2.50, and for graduate applicants you need to have minimum of 3.0 GPA. So if you don't have English proficiency, but you have completed your previous education in an English speaking country within the past 2 years, you might be exempted. So there are three conditions for exemption, as you can see on the screen. So visit this page to see other exemptions. Otherwise, you need to write your IELTS, which is required. You also need to provide a document of financial support. We've already discussed this. And just like the other school, you also need to provide your passports and other supplemental documents. So for their graduate assistantship, they have different ones. They have TAs, GAs, graduate part-time instructor, and you get opportunity to attend conferences And to be eligible for tuition waiver, they require you to work at least a minimum of 16 to a minimum of 20 hours per week. So you need to work up 20 hours per week, and they have compensation for different grades. So for those working 16 to 20 hours per week, they get full tuition assistance, meaning they don't have to pay any tuition. But if you're working for 8 to 15 hours per week, you receive partial tuition. So you want to ensure that you get a GA that allows you to work 16 to 20 hours per week, and that you also get your stipend. So no, you don't get just your tuition assistant, but you also get your monthly stipend to help you sustain a living. Thank you so much for watching, guys. So until we'll come again next time to share more schools with you, do take care and keep staying safe.